Good morning. This Final Fantasy client is very, very finicky. I'll just say that. If you try to do anything while it's open, it does not like it at all. Alright. And maintenance is at some point. Not this morning. Alright, we got there. So yesterday, we decided to try Fantasia and become anime girl. Because before, I was a big brute guy. Now, in the pajamas, I am anime girl. Oh, and actually, I can change my appearance. I actually might want to change. I don't like my eye color. And what's cool about it... Whoops. Okay, gotta log in. Is they give you in-game time to like try it out for a bit and then change stuff if you need to, which is really neat. So you don't regret your purchase. But also they've been giving out free Fantasias is the item you have to use to edit your appearance. Something they would never do in WoW. I'll just say that. Like in every patch in Dawn Trail, apparently they've been giving out Fantasia. Which, they spend so much time in this game on armor and outfits and stuff, and it seems like a lot of the in-game is built around looking cool, that it's really nice of them to do that. Alright. So like right now, I want to change my eye color. Now, to do that, I have to take off all my armor. I'm not just being weird. Then you have to log out again. Alright, yeah. My hairstyle's gotta be default, even though I like that other one. What's it doing? Appearance. Just eye color. Don't like the Umbo ring, it's weird. I think something more, just to contrast. Everything is blue. So if I contrast it with like pink or something, I think that'd be cooler. That's kind of cool. Let's see if we can make this look cool. It just looks too unnatural. I say unnatural. This is a fantasy game. I have dragon parts, but I think the art is pretty good without anything. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. Just so we have some contrast. She's very happy about it, apparently. That's weird. I didn't get a notification, but my subscribers went up to 9. So if someone just subscribed, let me know in chat, because for some reason it didn't tell me, and I want to thank you. Oh, so you don't have to log out in the bed. You can just log out in the room. Oh, Sean, thank you. Alright, now we've got our armor on. Thank you, Mr. Bezos. Gotta change my hair back to the custom hairstyle. Yeah, they give you a bunch of, not a bunch, but when you beat a Realm Reborn, they give you a free character edit potion. And then in the new expansion, apparently every week, or every few weeks, they're giving people a free one so you can change your appearance. So I'm trying, honestly, probably the way the game was intended, as a female character. Because a lot of the armor is definitely made with this in mind. Although the Dragoon armor, see, on a guy, I'm fully covered. The girls have just a wide open area to attack their vitals. Gotta show off their abs, apparently. My guy's fully protected. Maybe they're just saying the female characters are that much better, they don't need to be protected? I don't know. Anime logic. And last stream, I unlocked flying in the zone. You have to go around and collect ether currents. Which I did. I haven't gone over here. I don't know what this is. I want to fill this in. So right now, we're trying to incite a peace between the dragon peoples and Ishgard. Ishgard's way over there somewhere. Apparently there's two factions in the dragon people. One is kind of old and crazy and wants to kill everything. And the other one is more reasoned, but also thinks that's the best for his people to destroy Ishgard. It's a whole thing. So that's what we're trying to do, talk to the more reasonable one. Second best overworld theme, by the way. And this theme was composed by Uematsu, which I did not know he did anything on this game. Uematsu's the best game composer of all time. I'll fight people on that. I forget the Zelda guy's name. He did a lot of the Zelda games, but he's up there. Alright, we can't go this way yet. Whatever that is. The boat over here? The North Star. Gotta learn this on piano. I imagine you can buy a book with all of these. All this music. If they don't have one, they're dumb, because people would buy it, like me. Alright, let's put my helm back on. Visor down. Alright, the quest is taking us to the next zone. So that's where we're going. I just wanted to fill in the map a little bit. I haven't filled the map, but we'll do that later. I'm still looking to do Coils of Bahamut, because there's a lot of story there, but I want to do it at the intended level, And it's hard to find groups for that, because it'd sink you down to the level it was when the raid was relevant. So I'm hoping to find a group for that, because I want to do some hard content, and I want to see the story in there. It has a lot to do with the destruction of the original game.
Beyond Abalathia's spine,
Ooh.
the great mountain range that spans the continent of Aldenard from east to west. Into the deepening shadows of Som-Al, where lies the ancient home of dragonkind.
This narrative is popping up a lot in the expansion. I like it.
To a land where the soil slithers and the skies seethe with sinuous shapes, they came.
It would be funny if the world acknowledged that you used a appearance changer. Because I used to tower over Estinian. Now I'm tiny. Got my Gilgamesh. I'm not a big minion guy, but he is one of the best characters in Final Fantasy V. He's your enemy, really, but he's the biggest bro. He's cool. We like Gilgamesh. We now stand on the threshold of Dravania. The path to Som-Al will take us far to the west, beyond the embrace of the forest branches. It will be a long and demanding journey. Might I suggest that we take our rest at the village up ahead, and see that we are properly provisioned. There is a village there, but I thought these lands were the sole domain of dragonkind. Why would anyone choose to live in so perilous a place? The wild chocobos, Tailfeather was built by hunters who make their living capturing and selling the beasts. Their leader, Mars Champ, is an acquaintance of mine. Being a gregarious sort, he will no doubt welcome our arrival. He will also possess more recent knowledge of the road we seek to travel. I trust there are no objections. Only to this ceaseless chatter. We are to meet this acquaintance of yours. Let us do it before Ishgard burns. She's kind of on the dragon's side, but she's willing to talk. We don't know why she's on the dragon's side, but she is. See, you can't fly here. Ooh, look at this sky here. And Chocobo butt. I really someday want to go to the... Okay, well, I was gonna... Feather Flea? We have a lot more abilities now. Anyway, as I was saying, I really want to go to the observatory in Alaska someday. Apparently it looks like this. It goes above the mountains, above the cloud cover, and the sky just looks like that. Which would be really cool. I say a lot of our perspective is lost because we live in cities and light pollution kind of ruins our view of the heavens. I want to see if that's true. Like when you live in a city, you only see something like directly ahead of you. But then, ancient peoples didn't have that, so they looked up at the sky and saw so many things. Yeah, you're close to it up in Canada. You keep going further north. The sky's gotta be crazy. I mean, Maine, when you're in the deep woods of Maine, it's kind of similar. It's just you don't have, like, enough open spaces. It's all, like, tree covered. But yeah, once you get past Bangor, like, mid-Maine, there's nothing. It's like Township 37, population 2. And it's like, 400 square miles. Not compared to Canada, obviously. Canada's a whole different beast. Oh, this guy's southern. Well, Tim, my hide and call me Leatherface. We have visitors. Oh, and if it ain't lovely, it's Sale? It's Sale. It's been too long, girl. That it has, merchant, that it has. My companions and I are on a pilgrimage to some isle. Might we stay in Tailfeather a while, and prepare for the next leg of our journey? Of course, stay as long as you like. In fact, I wouldn't suggest leaving the forest at all. The dragons have been absolutely bleeding murderous as of late. Forgive me, sir, but I'm not sure I understand. Do the dragons not bother you here in the forest? Bother us? Did he silently not explain things to you, boy? I gotta turn my fan on. This is the side of the house that doesn't get as much AC. It is central air, but the way it comes down, it hits our bedroom first, then it comes over here. You've seen them towering kaolin trees all about, haven't you? If you were flying above the canopy, you'd barely be able to see the ground. As you'd expect, local wildlife's candy enough to stay hidden beneath the leaves, which is why the dragons do their hunting elsewhere. We can do ours in peace. I see. Thank you for the explanation. You're welcome. Now, no one stops Dolly here, but dragons here are the only things you need to keep an eye out for, especially if you sit on heading west. Alright, what do we got? That's a good look. This is for Gladiator. Lancer. We could go a different look. Don't care about that, don't care about that. Let's go with that. Huh. Probably not better because... Ooh, blue. We gotta do blue quests. Because these allow us to fly. Yeah, it looks like that wasn't better for us because it didn't have materia, and the game takes that into account. I see you've been making the rounds getting into the hunters in these parts. Well, how'd you like to help a real hunter? I'm overseeing 3 camps set up to the east, but the lazy Sawzone sent me a report in over a fortnight, and I'm too bleeding busy to be playing messenger. You look right fierce enough to get the information out of him. It's a simple job to learn you some coin. Can't rightly say no to that. If that tickles your fancy, you'll need to talk to the leaders of each camp. Leonulf, Ganneret, and Amerbert. These names. Hear what they have to say and get back to me when you're done. Okay. What else do we have? Let's get all these. I dare say you're wondering what could possibly be worse than dragons, eh? Well, I'll tell you, the bloody Gnath. They're what you might get if you cross an antling with a megalocrab and taught the thing how to walk on 2 legs. They never used to stray far from the hives out of fear of the dragons. They've gotten a lot more aggressive as of late, sending out war parties for mobs in all directions. They even taken to harassing the Dravanians of their own lairs, if you can believe it. And when they venture into the forest, which is more and more, by the way, they certainly ain't afraid to come after my lot. I can only imagine how much worse it'd be closer to the Nass home territory. Okay. We're doing that. Twould seem that much has changed in Dravania. The Gnath, were not wont to cause such strife when I lived here. You lived here in Dravania? She is allied with him. Aye, 'twas in the time following the calamity. My family was dead, my home was gone, and I had fled from the bitter cold into these lands. I knew not the paths of the forest then, and wandered out from under the protection of its boughs. That was when I chanced upon Hrasfalgur. He had descended from his mountain lair to hunt for food. He is the reasonable one. My exhausted mind could not contend with the sight of the majestic worm, nor the vision of the past his presence visited upon me. Thankfully, Marzichamp found my unconscious form at the edge of the trees and nursed me back to health. And in Tailfeather I remained for some time. Hence your familiarity with the locals, but I interrupted you. You were saying these Nath were once a peaceful people. Peaceful would not be the most fitting description. They are a fiercely territorial tribe, and any who intrude upon their domain are attacked without hesitation or quarter. Outside the borders of their homeland, however, they were rarely hostile. Indeed, we were even able to trade with them on occasion. They have changed, then. What of it? I have not the time to creep through the underbrush on some roundabout route. I say we make straight for some owl and crush any unruly insect we meet underfoot. We have 2 different sides here. A more direct path, then. Very well. Let us first follow the trail west out of the forest and make for the statue of the Stained One. From there, we should have a fair view of the road that lies to Somal, shall we? Sounds great. And you. Blue quests open up features of some kind. Most of them have been for ether currents. Well, paint me yellow and call me a chocobo. That military sightseeing log you got there. Yep. Forgive me, I got carried away for a moment. I am Kester Ironheart, cousin of Milith and explorer of sorts, like most of my extended family. When I last spoke with Milith, she told me of an adventure with a keen case of wanderlust, an adventure that I know now to be you. What say you lend me your log for a moment? Don't worry, I won't need it or anything. I wouldn't assume that. Ah yes, there, that should do, I reckon. It's no secret that Ishgard is home to some of the most remarkable sights in our realm. Mind you, I have not seen them all myself, but I certainly know where they might be found. And now, excuse me, so do you. Thanks to the notes and rumors, I've seen fit to jog down in your sightseeing log. Yes, scores of stunning visitors are just waiting to be discovered. Your legs do not carry you to all of them, though. Should you find a particular spot out of reach, you might consider taking to the skies atop a black-feathered bird. Oh, that's why we got the black chocobo. But if I were to say more, I'd be robbing you of the joy of discovering those spectacular views for yourself. Godspeed, my fellow explorer, and may this moment mark the beginning of our tour of wonder. I have not done any sightseeing yet. Cool. Alright, speak with the hunters. I did want to try the Dark Knight as well, which is another tank class. Luckily, as a tank, it's very quick to level, because you can duty roulette and get all the way up fairly quickly. I think it starts at 30. Because tank queues are wonderful in most games. In every game, DPS queues are the hard ones. Oh, what's going on over there? Aye, things are going well enough. Been running into a bit of trouble with these giant bugs in the woods, though. Interesting fauna. I don't want to fight you. Go away. Nothing out of the ordinary here. It's just the one bird that won't shut up. Haven't been able to catch a wink for all this bloody screeching. Alright. We need... Hold on. We need better mount armor to fit what we're rocking here. Not minion guide. Companion. There we go. Title would look cool. Ice would probably look good. That looks like Dragoon stuff. We're gonna go with that. I mean, looks like a dragon. Close enough. It's closer. It's more like Leviathan, but that's better. Doesn't match our colors, but the theme is there. Go away, I don't want to fight you. They have different combat music every expansion too, which is kind of nice. I need to get up there. Okay, fine. This is a positional, so we gotta stun and get behind for this one. How do we get up there? Aha! Pretty good combat music. Had ourselves a bit of an incident the other day. Some fiend came stomping out of the tree line and gobbled up one of our fresh-caught birds. Wasn't a damn thing we could do about it. If we're going to keep on in this area, we'll need some extra hands. You tell the chief that. Okay, we have checked in. Let's do MSQ since we're out here first. We'll go back. I like these quests. I mean, they're really just to unlock a mechanic so you can fly, but it makes you go around the world and kind of see what's happening, so you get a feel for the zone. Now when I come back here, I'm going to know what the zone's all about, because I've had to go around and talk to hunters who are out here. I still am of the opinion, from my last short, that fast travel is genuinely bad for games. I just compare like classic WoW to modern WoW. And the stark difference in how the world works. See if we get a one-shot. Almost one-shot. Moving on. Yeah, last level I got a group of 10% crit for everybody. Who knew Dragoon was a buffer? So that means I have to hold this until I let everyone get their damage buffs up, because I know warriors take a few rotations. So I assume like 10 seconds in I'll do this, because I can get mine up and then do that. To be optimal. Should we chance to meet the Marshchamp again, remind me to thank him. Had he not warned us to expect the Gnath, I doubt we would be standing here. I think we'll be fine. Amid ruins that I would tentatively describe as Ashgardian, the style, if not quite identical, betrays a definite resemblance. You have a scholar's eye, Master Alphino. The structure is, in fact, over 1,000 years old. It is a remnant of the age when our ancestors and dragonkind lived together in peace. You claim this as evidence of our harmonious past. He's the Killjoy. I was taught that these buildings were constructed by heretics. In honor of your Dravanian masters, this rebel inspires no such awe in me. Stubborn fool, how desperately you cling to the false teachings of your beloved Holy See. Enough, both of you. You threaten the success of our mission with this incessant squabbling. Jack, pray reason with these two. I say let's look for more information. Quite. Lest you forget, our goal is to prevent a war which will claim the lives of Dravanians and Ishgardians alike. I don't know if that actually does anything, your different options. For you to accomplish this, you must learn to tolerate each other's presence. Trust in Jack's gifts. In time, the secrets of history will be brought to light. Let that be enough, Eisenstein. You would have me keep my counsel until Jack's visions confirm the truth? Very well, but bait me not. Our meeting with his Valgar would likely provide the catalyst Jack's gifts requires, as it did mine. Let us press on. Okay. We got a bard. We need bard stuff. We haven't got bard stuff in a while. Let's play bard, actually. Switch it up a bit. Still got my Grand Company outfit. Looking swag. Spy you the three great towers to the west. Ishgardians know them as Annexed Shrine. The place serves as a roost for his Valgar's lesser kindred. If we are to reach the peak of Som-Al, then we must first beseech these dragons to open the way. But do not be disheartened. The one who leads them is a friend. Of rather more concern is the disposition of the Gnath. Let us survey the approach of the towers and see if the path is clear. Oh, you can get attacked in a cutscene? Get binded, son. No, I'm missing. Why is this that? I feel like I'm missing something. Wide volley. No, I have that. What am I missing? No. Where's my shift R? I do not know. Alright, well, seems to be fine. Do we have anything else to do out here? Nope. Do we go this way? Sure. So they've all got issues, but none of them thought to ask me for help. Do you think I'll bite their heads off or something? At any rate, I'd best prepare to round up the birds from each camp. Thank you again for your help, friend. Say, since you've already stuck up an acquaintance with my people and all, struck up, maybe you're willing to lend him a hand. Seems they talk to you of their troubles readily enough. Alright. What'd he say? Did you kiss one of them calamdries on your way in? If it weren't for the protection of their spreading boughs, you'd likely be breasting a dragon's belly about now. Okay. Thanks for that. Well, he asked if I wanted to help them, and then he gave me no quest. That's on him. Probably can't go this way. I don't know what I'm doing. Nope. Gotta go around. Oh. That's where I screwed up. Now my crystal on. I'm dumb. That doesn't automatically equip. Like, I knew I was missing some stuff. Barrage. This should be different, because this is the group buff. This is my buff. The Art is my favorite DPS I've played so far. Because it operates off a proc system. It's all just, you spam heavy shot, and then you look at procs, then you have a bunch of cooldowns to weave between those procs. You have your songs, group buff. I'm assuming you only get more as things go on. Isn't this dangerous? No trees? It seems like wide open for dragons here, I'm just saying. How you guys doing? 'Tis as I feared. The roadhead is teeming with Nat soldiers. Let's kill them. Master Gem did not exaggerate then. The beastmen have grown brazen indeed if they would threaten the dragon so openly. Do they intend to assault the lair itself? I pray that they do not. Mighty though my Duranian friends are, they are yet vulnerable to the Nat's muskets. There is no route save the one before us. Should the beastmen offer battle, we have no choice but to accept. Let's go. I shouldn't have paused on my cooldowns for two guys, but it's fun. Got him. And so yeah, these are the procs. Like, it queues all of Heavy Shot and Quick Knock, and then you get procs based off that. You have off global cooldowns you want to stack with buffs and songs, and it's a lot here. Dragoon is very much, you press your buttons in order. The coolness of the Dragoon comes from the theme and the armor so far, not really from the actual mechanics. We probably should be Dragoon just because it's lower level. I take no pleasure in killing the Gnath. 'Twas to avoid bloodshed that I agreed to join you on this journey. While it cannot be helped, we may proceed into the courtyard together, but leave the task of hailing its occupants to me. And keep your lance in your something, Dragoon. On my word to the Warrior of Light, start no fight, only finish it. He's definitely Cain. You are truly beyond salvation. Come then. The comedy duo of this endeavor.
Vidofnir!
All the dragons have severely Nordic names. Hey, buddy.
Ah, 'tis thee, little one. From above I did mistake thee for a Nath. 'Tis well I chanced to look again, or thou wouldst now be ash.
Great.
Dear Vidofnir, how I have missed you. Would that I had come sooner, and not out of dire necessity.
Thou art troubled. Speak that I might know thy plight. Thou wouldst have father admonish his brood brother.
I would end this war without further bloodshed.
How am I to believe thee, little one? When thine own companion beareth Nidhogg's stolen eye.
I just got a notification, and it's not showing up. I got the sound, but I'm not seeing. Worgen Knight, there we go. Finally got it to work.
You forget yourself.
Thank you for the
sir.
follow, man.
We are here on a mission of peace.
Do appreciate it. We're trying to get towards 100. We're getting close.
From inviting discord to our home. 'Tis for this reason and no other that thou still drawest breath, knight.
Vidofnir, please. We must be allowed to convey our intentions to Hraesvelgar in person, with words of our own choosing. Grant us this favor, and open the way to Som Al.
Thou hast ever been welcome, little one.
I'm fully
But
enjoying
I
it.
cannot grant thy wish. I am bound to remain here and protect my kin from the Nath's god.
And Realm Reborn wasn't bad. The only bad part of Realm Reborn was the post
The
Realm
Nath
Reborn
have
quests,
summoned a primal.
which they really need to fix.
Pray excuse my forwardness, but if we were to eliminate the threat to your territory...
Oh, we get to kill a primal.
...sent to Lady Izel's request.
Ha! Dost thou imagine thyself equal to the task? To succeed where dragons have failed?
Yeah, the end of Realm Reborn is awesome. Like, the ending cutscene, all those events were great. It's just, my god, it was slow until that point.
Tis beyond thee,
After you kill the Empire.
But thou art welcome to try, nonetheless. Only know that idle promises shall avail thee.
And I tried Fantasia for the first time last stream. I was usually Rogadin. Big giant dude. But I'm like, alright, they're giving me a bunch of free Fantasia, I'm gonna try
It
it.
would seem we have no choice but to make good on Alphanos.
And I hadn't played this game as a female, so...
Why must our every bid for peace breed yet more war?
But this game, like, very much canonizes gender fluidity. They're like, when you get Fantasia from one of the quests, they basically say how, yeah, we can do what we want, you go back and forth, no big deal, so... It works in the context of the game. I don't think that's better than what we have for that, so we're going to go with this. So, the Ganath have summoned their god, and thus is the mystery of their newfound belligerence laid to rest. Are you not glad, Lady Arsart? I thought you would applaud them for summoning their primal to further their own ends. After all, you did. By the way, best boss fight. I don't know mechanics-wise, but definitely music-wise and like feel-wise, Shiva was awesome. I did not reach out to Saint Shiva to further mine own ends. I desired her strength only to forge anew the peace between man and dragon. But what a fool I am to speak of peace to you, a bloodthirsty savage, who murders without thought or compunction. Enough, I say. If the Nath have truly brought forth their deity from the ether, we must face it together or watch our hopes fall apart. All now rests upon this primal's defeat. But ere we think of confronting it, we must first study its origins. No, let's just fight it. This is starting to... Flashbacks of a realm reborn. We have to do 30 quests before we fight the primal. What is the nature of this god? What manner of faith sustains its existence? My apologies, you are right, of course. Let us return to Tailfeather and consult with Mars Champ. He knows more of the Nathan culture than most. Yeah, the post Realm Reborn quest. I assume we can't go in here because story. Can I just walk in here? Oh, we can just do that. Okay. Cool. Yeah, the example I always go to for Boaster Realm Reborn ridiculousness is there's a quest where Minphilia's like, alright, I think we need to move our headquarters. Let's do that. And then you do like 20 more quests, and then she's like, okay, I think it's time to make preparations to move. Like, what? Why? Why did we have to go gather supplies to move? That is not fun for the player. Just say we did it, and be like, alright, let's move. Maybe we can find some battles along the way, whatever we have to do. But my goodness, it just sucks because you lose a lot of your new players with stuff like that. Oh, back already, are we? And met the Ganath, did you? And what is it you'd like to... Hey, I like Minphilia. Summon a primal, you say? Seven Hills. Well, I don't know bugger all about Nath religion, if I'm honest. Beyond their trading habits, I never see much of point in asking. But it shouldn't be that hard to find out. From time to time, we borrowed her from a small hive to the north and the west of here, outcast of the main tribe, from what I understand. I reckon they'd be willing to tell you a bit about themselves if you give them the right incentives. That sounds promising. And what exactly would a Nath consider to be the right incentives? Oh, nothing your average hunter couldn't scrounge up in a day or two. But seeing as you're in a hurry, you might want to divide the chores amongst yourself. You'll want a good-sized jar of land trap nectar, a basket of calam tree fruit, and always, a Nath favorite, a generous portion of young Nanka flesh. I shall gather the fruit. Leaping to the lower branches of these forest giants should present little challenge to me. Then I shall collect the nectar with Master Alphino's arcane assistance. That leaves you to bring home the meat. You need to carve from the smaller Nankas that live in the rivers. 3 big hunks should be enough, I reckon. Once you got everything together, you need to set it down at what we call the trading post. Here, mark the spot on your map for you. You have been most kind, Master Marschamp. Well then, let us attend to our respective tasks and reconvene at the trading posts. I need hardly add that the last one there is a rotten Nanka egg. Funny. Actually, before we do that, I have another Dragoon color set I want to try with my new body here. I wanted to try a female character, and from what I've seen, cat girls are everywhere. And I don't like bunny girls, and they're everywhere too. I don't see as many of the dragon ladies. So we went with that. Definitely see the game at a very different perspective when you're this small compared to Rogadin. Alright, I think we had... That one looks good, too. Oh, this is one we have on. We just dyed it. Let's try this one for fun. I mean, the lance doesn't really fit. But that's fine. We'll try it for a bit. We more closely match our barding now. Yeah, I was tempted by Hrothgar too, but then their posture really annoys me. They just hunch all the time. I don't like that. I'm a personal trainer, so bad posture really bothers me. Like, I can fix that. It's also why I like Minfilia more than Ishtola. Ishtola has terrible posture. Crap, I'm taking some damage. True north so we can get bonus damage from a Chaos Thrust, which I learned the other day. Didn't realize that was a positional. Read your abilities. I really wish they added dwarves to this game. Dwarves are in the lore, like they're in Final Fantasy IV, they're in 5, I think just 4 and 5. But they're in the lore, and they'd be a really cool race to add. I think a lot of people would enjoy it. Just add them in. It's very different from Lalafell. I love dwarves. Lalafell are not dwarves. Lalafell look like 8-year-olds. That's not a dwarf. I was able to gather a goodly amount of nectar from the land traps. Lalafell is more closely related to like a gnome, or a hobbit, or a halfling. That look young all the time. They're not even close to dwarves. And they have no muscle. They're just potatoes. I was able to gather a goodly amount of nectar from the land traps, though I would not have it known how to harvest it without Sally's help. Do you have the Nanka meat? And Lalafells weren't in the Pixel games. I know, because I just played all of them. Dwarves were. Splendid. I shall put this with the Stinian's fruit and assemble a suitably generous-looking hamper for the Nath. These are all the same. One thing I don't like about Glamour and, well, Transmog is that you don't see your character change as you get new gear. Well, everything appears to be in order. Assuming so you don't have that progression feeling. Assuming no one has any objections to my choice of presentation, I shall place our offerings at the trading post as instructed. Were I of the Nath, I think I would be suitably impressed. But I haven't found any upgrades yet, because we got the good crafted gear from 50. With materia in it, so. Well, how long must we wait? Should we have sounded a signal or some such? How do I know? Calm yourself, Master Alphino. Our offering is not gone unnoticed. They're pretty cool. I like these guys. Long has it been since hunters last came to trade, bearing gifts that filled the air with such delightful scents. Land trap nectar, column tree fruit, and nunca flesh. What delectable foods you have brought for us. Our meager existence is much enriched by your bounty. Come, hunters, come to our hive if you would trade. Cramped and stifling our homes are, but the rancid incense keeps the dragons at bay. Cramped, stifling, and horribly smelly. But better to live in a stench than be cracked and crunched by dragon's jaws, yes? Come, it's not far. They seem delightful. They're like short versions of the big crab things in, what is it, Dark Crystal. Except those things are mean. Your presence has been announced to the storyteller. You must speak to our chosen leader in words, for we are Vath. We are the non-mind. Okay. What's up, buddy? Welcome to our hive, hunters. You have brought delicacies much sought after by our people, and we are much pleased. What would you have in return? Honored Elder, pray allow me to begin by thanking you for welcoming us into your home, and for accepting our humble offerings. My companions and I are come in search of knowledge, specifically, knowledge of your people's god. Knowledge alone, what strange hunters you are. But if it is words you desire, then words you shall have. We are the Vath, the non-mind, and to speak is our fate. You'll hear the tale of the Nas god, of the god of the one mind summoned into our midst. The one mind? These are the Nath who reside in your main colony? Yes, they are one. They are one, connected. But let us begin the story at its beginning. Some moons ago, a single dragon flew in from the east, bleeding and weak. It fell from the sky and into the hive, where it was swarmed by my brethren. And with spear and spell and musket, the dragon was slain. It was likely that when it fled battle with my kinsmen, I should commend you for finishing the job. Hey. Come on, bro. Dragons are fierce and terrible adversaries. The one mind would always cower when their winged shadows passed over the ground. But no longer. They learned that a battle-weary Dravanian was easy prey. Thus did the one mind decide to heed the words of the Black Road men. Ooh, Asians. The one mind would call forth our god and unleash his blades upon the dragons. Dravania lands would become Nath lands, and ever larger would grow our domain. But our god ever hungers. The price of his demands he demands in crystals far exceeds the rewards for this war. We have the Vath despise and revile his insatiable existence. Okay, so he doesn't like... skill speed... I know we like crit. So they summoned him, but they regret it. Do the next job quest. Though we hear not each other's thoughts, generous hunter, you somehow know that we need help. Though we hear not each other's thoughts. Okay. Our weapon stocks are wanting. We need more. I would make a request of you. Please bring us muskets with which to defend ourselves. You can take them from the Nath nearby. 2 would be sufficient. Okay. So I'm stealing from another tribe. I call upon the power for a primal for the greater good, conscious all the while that I do so at grave cost to the land. I reason that it is necessary evil, and willingly shoulder the burden of my sin, because she summoned Shiva. In suggesting that such crimes can be justified, you may argue that I presume too much, but you must surely see that I am aware of the magnitude of my transgressions. Not so the Ganath. They summon their deity for no greater purpose than to expand their dominion. To a sign of the seventh dawn, once one to eliminate the primal threat, the distinction you draw seems questionable at best. But the fact remains that my own grandfather risked unleashing the power of the 12 in an attempt to prevent the calamity. Thus, while I may not condone your actions, at least I understand them. We still haven't learned that story. That is Coils of Bahamut. And I want to find a group to do that on level. I've been trying to no effect. Hopefully some weekend I can, because those look like really epic fights, and I don't want to just go through in one shot them unsynced. That's no fun. But I want to see the story. Not so the Ganath, as you rightly put it. If truly they seek naught but territorial gain, I can only conclude that they are ignorant of the ruinous consequences of their god's insatiable appetite. The longer this primal is suffered to exist, the greater the suffering it will cause. It must be destroyed. How lightly you propose the destruction of this god, Master Alphino. Well, I've killed a bunch of them. A being who we know not, of whom we know not. Has it occurred to you that you may be sending the warrior of light to her death? No, you have the right of it, Instanian. It would seem it is I who am guilty of presuming too much. Pray forgive me, Jack. I do not fear my duty. Wait. Jack need not face his foe alone. Like her, I am blessed with my Echo's protection, and may do battle without fear of primal influence. Let me bear this burden. Ha! Do you truly imagine yourself as second warrior of light? Remind me, how many primals have you faced, my lady? Not that it matters. We know not where this god resides or how to challenge it. Unless you mean to pray until it appears. Our fellowship is feisty with each other. Estinian makes a valid point. Let us speak with the Vath, and learn how best to secure an audience with their deity. In this, at least, I may be of assistance. And he's out. Where's Alice? She's the cooler of the twins. The young lord certainly appears eager to prove his worth. Let's do that real quick. Get some munitions. That looks ominous. But according to what that guy said, this keeps away dragons. So that's why they can live even though there's no of the trees around. None of the trees around. So that's why they're randomly over the land. Narrative justification. I'm gonna have to ride all the way back there. We might be starting an inter-tribe conflict, but I have a quest. Charge does not work in elevated areas. And wow, it sometimes works, sometimes doesn't, but you do run into a problem of sometimes charge DCs you, which has been a big problem in hardcore. There's been instances of people charging through the world and losing their hardcore character due to that bug. We need one more. And we're good. Yeah, all the blue quests I've found so far are just the Ether current quests, which you need if you want to fly. I haven't seen any in the open world here so far yet. They did put them, I think, very deliberately in the path of the MSQ, so you don't have to go too crazy finding them. According to someone in chat, they said they did that after the fact because it was kind of annoying to go find them all. Because in the end, maybe 1 out of 20 people actually like search the area like and discover things, whereas the other 19 are just going to look it up on a website, which just makes it awkward because you're looking at a website and trying to play the game. So that's one simplification. That's fine. This thing's like horrifying. Read the muskets. Yes, I do. Thank you, Hunter. With these, we can arm ourselves and defend ourselves. We are the same blood as the Ganath. But even when we find it utterly unnerving, the way they think is one, the way they move is one, it's hard to imagine us as the same people. Okay. Okay. You wish to meet our god? Offer yourself as a sacrifice, and you will soon be brought before him. We would mourn the loss of such generous hunters, however. Okay. We are Vath. We are the non-mind. We do not hear the one mind's thoughts. We cannot predict their will. Oh, come back. Now you're in the way. You are generous hunters. Yes, many gifts you have brought, but not enough for all Vath to enjoy. Maybe you could bring us just one more. We are very fond of Nanka flesh. Yes, the meat of young Nanka would make a fine repast. Okay. Ready brought your offerings, we must bring you more offerings. It's like Snatch. Where did they go to the Pikeys to get a caravan? They end up giving them money, getting a caravan that breaks down, and then they go back later to get Mickey to do a fight, and they end up buying the Pikeys a caravan. I feel similarly taken advantage of. Hey, first band of the day. I love bots. I did my part. We Vath do enjoy our Nanka flesh. Have you been out hunting yet? Yes, I have. Another gift for the Vath. So unexpected. Yes, you would have more of the words you strange hunters hunger for. Listen now. The senses of the one mind are enmeshed by the one overmind. What one sees, all see. What one feels, all feel. Alert a single Nath, and the whole hive is alerted. To reach our god undetected is all but impossible. I mean, those bots are annoying, but I mean, they work. Because view botting is huge. Lots of people do it. I don't see the point, personally. Because in the end, over a long enough period of time, if you view bot, yeah, it's going to get maybe more people to click in it initially on your stream. But if you're not entertaining, it doesn't matter. Like, eventually, people are just going to fall off. It's not, like, any big bonus to have viewer base, in my opinion. The Vath are wont to elude certain concepts without explanation, but I believe I'm beginning to grasp a few of their fundamentals. From what I understand, the king-like Overmind sits at the center of the Nath society, and its presence somehow allows its subjects to communicate without need of word or gesture. These Nath, the one who inhabit the larger hive, are known as the One Mind, and it was by their combined will that the primal was summoned. Those who reside in the smaller hive, however, are the Vath, or the Non-Mind, who, for reasons that yet escape me, seem to have been excluded from the telepathic bond which connects their Nath counterparts. Thus are the Vath ignorant of the One Mind's thoughts and intentions, and the nature of their own god. In summary, we have wasted our time. Not so. Perilous though it may be, the Vath did furnish us with one certain method of approaching the primal, as sacrifices. Should we allow ourselves to be captured in the environs of the colony, the Nath will bring us before their deity to make an offering of our souls. Sounds risky. Forgive me, but let us be clear about what it is you propose. You mean to say that you would deliberately provoke the Nath, surrender yourself into what might generously be termed their custody, and then wait until their god arrived to claim your soul? Aye, that fairly well describes my plan. You will join me in this endeavor, will you not, Jack? Judging by the great risks you took to prevent the summoning of Saint Shiva, you are not a woman to err on the side of caution. Sure. Would I could fight by your side, Warrior of Light, but the power of the dragon is no protection against primal influence. Forgive me, but I must remain here with Master Alphino. Then it is settled. Well, I mean, I was going to call him a pansy, but that makes sense. We have the protections. You and I shall challenge the guards at the entrance of the colony. Once the hive is roused, we shall feign a brief show of resistance and allow them to take us prisoner. See? Oh, we could have done both quests together. Oh well. Yeah, before I played this, I played Final Fantasy 1 through 6. The remasters, just so I could, 1, play the remasters because they're fun, and 2, maybe pick up any references they might have drawn from there, which I've seen a lot already. I don't know whether I'm going to continue through, because I played 7 quite a bit. I know it very well. 8 I've never played, but I don't hear good things about 8. 9 I hear is awesome, never played it. 10 I've played, awesome. And 12 and 13 were described as meh. So I might expand a little bit and go through other JRPGs I haven't played. Like the Saga series, Suikoden I've never played. Final Fantasy Tactics comes out in September, the PC version, remastered, which I'm very excited for. Because I love the job system in Final Fantasy 2 and 5. 2 was my favorite, actually. I love 2. Intruders, your lives are forfeit. Okay. Not putting up much of a fight. They do make the quest mobs a lot easier than the regular mobs. WTL is something of the lion, right? And they're not including that? I'm assuming that's a, like, addition for some handheld version. The Overmind must by now be aware of our intrusion. Let us press on into the hive and ensure that we have our host's undivided attention. That seems weird they wouldn't include that. But I mean, in the Final Fantasy IV remaster, they didn't include the after years. They didn't include the after years. So, it's consistent. Probably should be killing these and not just dragging a ton of them up here. damage. Okay, they're just doing the PS1 version. I wonder why that is. Did the PSP version have some, like, broken combos? But sometimes that can happen when they expand a game too far. But I've heard the story is excellent. It's basically War of the Roses, Final Fantasy version. Dark Knight and Onion Knight. Onion Knight is whatever. Dark Knight is... that'd be cool to have. Onion Knight is... I think... was it Final Fantasy 3, I think, the first time you see it? Whoops. Wrong hotkey. That's what everyone starts as before you get the jobs. And apparently, if you actually level it all the way up, it's ridiculously strong at max level. Almost like an Easter egg, because who would do that? Because it's horrible until then. That should be sufficient. If we do not have our host's full attention before, we must surely have it now. Our audience with the Primal will be granted soon after our capture. Pray advise me once you have steeled your mind for the battle to come. Okay. Okay, so... I want to do this as a warrior. Because I like tanking these. I like tanking when I have no idea what the mechanics are. And I look stylish. My boots with the fur. You are prepared then. The gimmick is still the same, okay. So if you endeavor to level the Onion Knight all the way up, it's really strong. But before that, it's bad. Hold here, Jack. When next the Nath come, we offer no resistance. Surrender, intruders. There is no escape. We did take a risk here. Because we just killed a lot of their people. They'd be within their right to just come and kill us. Enough, we surrender. We throw ourselves upon the mercy of your god. Yeah, luckily it worked out. They seem eager to proceed. Good. When they take us before their lord, pray leave matters to me. If what I know of summoning rituals holds true, I shall be well placed to act. Mark the sound of the river rushing through the ravine behind us. Passing loud, is it not? I imagine the noise would serve to mask our escape should we need to withdraw temporarily. But you are prepared, are you not? I do hope so. If I were to be dragged away and sacrifice while you were haggling over the price of potions, I would not be amused. Okay. I don't need potions. I'm good. Although I do have buff food. Where is it? My inventory is always a travesty. Here. Yeah, I am ready to go. My one buff. Looks nice. My character seems unperturbed. Like what you've done with the place.
Now we have but to wait.
O Lord Ravana, master of the sacred blades.
Alright, I didn't get their voice right.
Conqueror of the world, hear our prayer. Pray grant unto your devoted children.
Pray grant unto your devoted children. I wonder what summon this is going to be. We've hit a lot of the big ones so far. Shiva, Odin, Titan, Ifrit.
He comes.
Ramu. We saw Bismarck. We haven't fought him yet. The big whale. Well, it's not a Ifrit. We fought him, so... I don't remember who this is. General Grievous? Ravana.
Speak and I shall listen.
Did we ever... I don't think Ravana was in 6 or 5.
Oh, glorious general, we have captured
Might be a later summon.
and would make unto you
From 8 or 9.
offering of their life's blood.
Looks cool.
These feeble fleshlings dared to invade Natlands.
Yeah, sorry.
Hear me, Lord Ravana. My companion and I did not come to contest your children's territory. We wished only to learn the reason you wage war against the dragons.
Thou wouldst flirt with death merely to satisfy thy curiosity.
Yep.
Wherefore should the glorious conquests of the Nath concern thee so, Elezen? Mayhap thine own kind struggle against the worms fareth poorly.
This guy's too sharp.
Thou art desirous of a
He also looks like he would be a Nath god. He's got the same carapace.
We crave no alliance, Lord Ravana. Only peace. We would bring an end to our war with the dragons. Yet so long as they remain embroiled in this conflict with your children, our goal shall remain out of reach. Never before have the Nath risen up in such numbers, and never yet with you at their head. Why do you lead them to war?
Good question.
Thy question hath no meaning. To live is but to fight.
Hard to negotiate with that.
Long have my children waited, gathering their strength in the shadow of thy ceaseless conflict. The North would see the Dravanians slain, and their territory secured. And by such fervent prayers am I now given form and purpose.
As I feared, your very existence is an obstacle to our goal. Since you are so fond of fighting, we challenge you, Lord of the Nath.
It was bound to happen.
And should we emerge the victors, I would have you swear to withdraw your soldiers from Dravanian soil.
Thou art bold indeed to risk thy fleshy hide so readily. Very well. I, Ravana, fourfold
He seems honorable, though.
to accept thy challenge. But should I emerge the victor, I would have thee swear to serve in mine army till thy last breath is spent.
That'd be kind of funny if that was a failed state.
Accept.
You had to do like a million quests for this guy before he let you do stuff.
I do. And I believe the first bout is mine.
She gonna go Shiva mode? So I think she's probably gonna fail. And that means I have to do it with a party of adventurers. Hello, Shiva. Like that she has heals on, naturally. Definitely needed.
What is this? A god clad in flesh?
Is aught amiss, my lord? Thou wilt not break thy word, I trust.
Or do we fight him and have Shiva there in the fight? That'd be cool too. Be like a summon.
Mine oath is unbending as steel, little goddess. Thy ruse will but add to mine enjoyment.
She is outweighed by a factor of like 50. It's not good in a fight. Yeah, I imagine she's gonna lose. Use your other two swords. That happens when you fight her. Alright, use your sword. It's a battle to the death. If you have him frozen, hit him. It's like in movies where they stun a guy and they wait for him to get back up. It's like, no, keep going.
I thought myself stronger. Mayhap with more crystals?
Be thou god or maid, thou art nothing to me. mortal? Art thou warrior or craven?
I want to use that before fighting. Art thou warrior or craven? Oh, the warrior armor transforms into boob armor. I didn't see that. If you're a female.
Warrior then. Good. Mayhap thou will provide more sport than thy feeble companion.
Are thy warrior or craven? Thought we're gonna fight, bruh. Well, we gotta find a reason to queue for the dungeon. So it's only hard. Let's do it. Forgive me, I was overconfident. Hey, have a good one, Worgen Knight. Thanks again for the follow. Let's go. The only problem, small problem with doing this as a tank is if there's a tank swap, I don't know about it. If the other tank doesn't know, we're screwed. Oh, can't sit on their benches. Wait, do I sit like that, really? I anime sit. No one sits like that in real life. They do that to pose for Instagram. That's it. Yeah, but they give the girls boob armor, because of course you need boob armor. How else would you wear armor? Practically? Nah. Glory to the north. Not much in here. We'll see if less than 5 minutes is correct. And here we are. I'm hoping we have a tank with us that knows what they're doing. Usually these aren't that hard. It's just if there's one mechanic that like one-shots, I don't know it. Music sounds vaguely Russian. Ravana makes sense. Also sounds Russian. Yeah, they'll all be fine. Why would there even be an issue? Somebody did a pull timer. It's getting real. Oh. I don't see any debuffs yet. We're pumping. Prelude to slaughter. That seems bad. I see nothing to hide behind. I'm just gonna cast it defensive. Okay, simple enough. That defensive was wasted, but I didn't know. So this is the tough one now. We've preluded before. Let's do a reprisal on him. This is the real slaughter. I have a thing on me and I don't like it. I've not noticed any of the mechanics so far. Either the healer's compensating for me, or they're not that big of a deal. That seems like an off-tank thing to do. Okay, I'm getting pumped here. Off tank, go deal with that. The Seeing Tail. That seems like a DPS mechanic. It looks like he blocks his front and his back, so you gotta go to the side to do damage. Don't know what this is.
Rejoice in the glory of combat.
Okay. I'm ready to rejoice. What just happened? I just overcap Fury by a lot. What a song. Oh, he taunted away from me. Fine. Assume I want to tank that for that guy. Usually you want to stay with one tank the whole time so you don't confuse the healer. But he's not doing a lot of damage, it's fine. So we're going to try to time a reprisal on this when it goes off. Don't know if that'll do anything, but... Oh. We just got him. I'm not going to lie, I didn't notice many mechanics there.
The sacred of combat proclaim the victor.
There's a big AoE.
Blades at thy feet.
And there was that deflection that from front and back, which is more of a DPS thing. Music was pretty cool. Oh, everyone's gone already. Not as cool as Shiva's music, but cool. Oh no! Ah! Skitter, skitter, skitter. Hey, you're okay.
You do not disappoint, warrior of light. Would that I had your skill in battle.
That's right.
I do begin
Kind
to
of a big
see
deal.
why so many place their
People
faith.
know me, people follow me. I'm a lot smaller than the last time you saw me.
For all his savagery, I do not think Ravana one to break his word. Provided the dragons do not trespass upon Nath lands, they should have little to fear of the Primal's biting blades. We have done well, have we not? Come, let us return to Vidofnir and share these glad tidings.
Oh no.
Once more you achieve the impossible, bringer of
Female
light.
Ascian.
But with every mortal heart that succumbs to fear and fury.
The Ascian
another
music
voice
is pretty
joined to
meme-worthy,
the chorus,
because they're always
beseeching
creeping.
Divine succor. At their bidding, warring gods will shake the firmament, and your world will be consumed in the swelling storm of chaos.
Good talk. Never since we first fought have I seen you draw upon the full extent of your power, and never from afar till this day. You were a marvel to behold, Jack. Well, 'tis time we rejoined our companions. You will be eager to hear the tale, and to continue our journey. Is there an ether right there? There's not. We gotta walk all the way over there. Alright, before I do that... got some ring upgrades. Nice. I want to do the Dragoon quest, because it does tie into some stuff that's happening in the story. There's a reason why we level it up. Bam. The zone brings back post-Realm Reborn flashbacks. Not in a good way. There's a lot of busy work done in this zone. Oh yeah, I still have my company with no signatures. Albrecht, my man. Ooh. So that just straight up buffs it. Okay. Thank the Fury you're here, but moments ago we received word that Growl's horde is advancing on Ishgard. Even as we speak, Hustian prepares to go and meet them in the field. Alas, with most of the Dragoons absent on another mission, what mission is more important than that? I fear she sorely wants for lances. Would have you lend her yours. Jack, pray make haste to the congregation and join her. What are the Lancers doing besides defending Ishgard? Makes no sense. What is that? Forgotten Knight. Jack, you've come to aid us. This improves our chances tenfold. Allow me to thank you as well, Mistress Jact. I am but a worried father, and it gives me heart to know that the Azure Dragoon shall fight beside my daughter. Though my training is far from over, the situation will brook no delay. We must head off to Growly, and his horde before they reach the populated area. It shall be my honor to fight shoulder to shoulder with you. The experience alone will teach me much, of that I have little doubt. Promise me you'll be careful, Ustien. Take no unnecessary risks. Do you understand me? Remember something. Worry not, father. I swear I will return to you. See that you do, child. Now before you go, there's something I wish you to have. The Lance Peregrine. It is yours now. I want that. Why, this lance was bestowed upon your forebear by the Archbishop himself. I am no true child of yours, yet you would entrust me with the family treasure. I will not betray your faith in me, father. With this lance, I shall strike down Growly and protect Ishgard. Ustien, it is time. It's been a while, my friend. I had the honor of overseeing your training when you were but a fledgling dragoon, and I shall be honored to fight beside you. Comrades, at last report, Growly and his horde had gained the Western Highlands. We shall lie in wait for them at the pike. With me. I'm glad I changed this armor, because I look like the Azure Dragoon. The lance doesn't match, but that's fine. Mistress Jact, may I have a moment? Each time I see my daughter off on a mission, we dance the selfsame dance. I tell her to be careful, she promises to do so, but I know her all too well. Ustien burns to distinguish herself in battle, yet she might repay me and my lady wife a perceived debt. I fear that one day the desire will cloud her judgment and she will not come home, so I beg you, pray watch over my daughter. Sure. And we're off. Visor down. Battle time. We're super high in the mountains. I do love these statues everywhere. What is that? Sightseeing log, probably. What do we do? Do that? Look around? Oh, hello. I guess this is nothing? I don't know. Oh, you have to do an emote. Look. See? Gander. View. Look out. Nothing happened. Photograph. Well, worry about that later. Jacked, already we've suffered heavy losses. How long have you been here? That was but the first wave. They come. Brace yourself. Let's do it. That was but a taste. Here we go. Big AoE. Wish I had another AoE button, but at least I have one. Got my jump, but it's a very long cooldown. Hitting everything. I'm taking a ton of damage. Now my AoE comes up. Good job, Hustien. That was the last of them. Yet Gruely is nowhere to be seen. Were the reports mistaken? Such a price we have paid, only for our quarry to elude us. Maybe ask the hurt guy. So you finally show yourself. Sorry, Dad. She just jumped on its back. What is she? Hustien, no! By the Fury, this is a disaster. I don't know how to say this, but Hustien, strong as she is, she cannot have survived that. Here I discovered this in the aftermath. It is a fragment of her armor. It must have broken off during the battle. Pray see it to her father's hands. Knowing him, he will be at the congregation, awaiting his daughter's return. Well, shucks. That sucks. Oh, that's good. Was it forgotten? Sorry, Dad. What's up, Gilgamesh? Mistress Jack, what has happened? Where is my daughter? This scrap piece of her armor? But why do you bring it to me? No, no. I refuse to believe that Hustien is gone. It's too early to know for certain. Tell me everything that happened. Everything. Well, she jumped on his back and ran away. So she leapt upon the dragon, piercing its hide, after which the creature carried her westward. If none saw her fall, it means she may have managed to safely dismount. There is hope still. It is the rule. in stories. Characters can't die off screen. Which that happened in a book I read recently, and it was very alarming that one of the biggest characters died off screen. That's probably why he did it, because it never happens. If Hussein is out there, I shall not rest until I find her, Jacked. Jacked, I trust I can rely upon your aid. Let us speak further at the observatorium. Okay, let's do that. It's a sci-fi book. I don't want to say what it is, because that'll spoil something, but... very good modern sci-fi book. And you just see someone die as like a dot on his screen in a spaceship. And the dot goes out, showing the spaceship went down. And that's like a 4-book character, just dies that way. It's crazy. Without further ado, let us consider a course of action, as Mondragon dares to hope. If Fustiana was not shaken off Crowley's back, there is a chance she yet lives. She will have ridden the dragon until such time as she saw an opportunity to dismount. The question is where. The worst possible outcome is that she has been taken deep into dragon-ruled lands far away from her allies. Well, I pray this is not so. We must be prepared for anything. Fustiana is one of our very best. Is she? And Ishgard can ill afford to lose her. For our nation's sake and that of her father, let us find her and bring her home. I will track Crowley's movements in order to ascertain Hustian's location. Like as not, the search will take us into the heart of enemy territory. Pray keep your lance arm owned, for we shall soon have need of it. Okay. So I don't get another ability, I just get a passive. Which I'm super excited about. Okay, that's the next one. And it is time I get ready for work. This is why I'm starting the stream a bit earlier, kind of 7:30-ish, ideally, my time, Central US. Because work has changed a little bit, so I have to go in a bit earlier, so start streaming a bit earlier. I think the inn is over here. Was it down here? No. Wrong way, it's up top. Being a small female character is definitely a different experience. Usually I'm towering over everybody in every conversation. Now it's the opposite. I only tower over Lalafell. How do we get to the inn? Oh, here. Maybe? Yes, okay. And keep. Alright. Put our PJs on. With a convenient hole in the back now. Another day. Although she does sleep more like I sleep in real life, so. Anyway, thank you all for watching. It's gonna head off for work. Again, 7:30 a.m. Central Time is when I start these, so that's when we'll pick it up. Have a good day.